Have you ever wondered what it means when someone says, Islam is a way of life? It's a phrase you hear often, but what does it actually entail? It goes far beyond just a set of beliefs. It's a complete blueprint for living a balanced, purposeful, and fulfilling existence, guiding every single aspect of a Muslim's journey from morning until night. At the very heart of this way of life is faith, or Iman. This is the foundation upon which everything else is built. It starts with the belief in one God, Allah, who is the creator and sustainer of the universe. This isn't a distant, abstract concept. It's a living, breathing relationship. This core belief extends to his angels, his revealed books like the Quran, his prophets and messengers including Adam, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and finally, Muhammad, peace be upon them all. It also includes belief in the Day of Judgment and in divine destiny, the understanding that everything happens for a reason, according to God's ultimate wisdom. This faith isn't just a mental agreement. It's a source of profound peace and a moral compass that guides every decision. From this faith flows daily worship, or ibadah. Most people think of the 5 daily prayers, known as salah, and they are indeed a central pillar. These prayers are moments of direct connection with God, a spiritual reset button pressed 5 times a day. Facing the Kaaba in Mecca, Muslims stand, bow, and prostrate, expressing humility and gratitude. But worship in Islam is so much broader. It includes fasting during the month of Ramadan, which teaches self-discipline, empathy for the poor, and spiritual purification. It also includes giving charity, or zakat, a mandatory act that purifies wealth and supports those in need. Even simple acts, when done with the right intention, can become worship. A smile, a kind word, or helping someone carry their groceries. If done to please God, these are all acts of ibadah. The goal is to live in a constant state of God consciousness, remembering Him in all that we do. This holistic approach extends deeply into family life. The family is considered the cornerstone of society in Islam. Marriage is not just a social contract, but a sacred bond, described in the Quran as a source of tranquility, love, and mercy. Spouses are seen as partners, each with rights and responsibilities. The husband is typically the primary provider and protector, while the wife is often the manager of the household and the primary nurturer of the children. However, these roles are flexible and based on mutual consultation and cooperation. The Quran emphasizes that the best among people are those who are best to their families. Parenting is viewed as a sacred trust. Parents are responsible for the physical, emotional, and spiritual upbringing of their children, teaching them values like honesty, respect, and compassion. In return, children are commanded to show kindness and respect to their parents, especially in their old age. This creates a strong, intergenerational support system. Now let's talk about economics. Islam provides a comprehensive ethical framework for financial dealings. Earning a living is not just encouraged, it's considered an act of worship, provided it's done through lawful, or halal, means. This means avoiding industries that are harmful to society, such as those involving alcohol, gambling, or unethical exploitation. A key principle is the absolute prohibition of interest, or riba. This is because interest is seen as an unjust system that allows wealth to accumulate in the hands of the few at the expense of the many, often trapping people in debt. Instead, Islam promotes trade, partnerships, and risk-sharing models that are based on fairness and mutual consent. Another pillar of the Islamic economic system is zakat, the obligatory annual charity. It's a fixed percentage, usually 2.5%, of a person's saved wealth, which is then distributed to the poor, the needy, and other specific categories. Zakat is a powerful tool for social justice, ensuring that wealth circulates within the community and that a safety net exists for the most vulnerable. It's a reminder that all wealth ultimately belongs to God, and we are merely its trustees. This sense of responsibility extends to the entire society. Islam places a huge emphasis on community and social cohesion. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, described the community of believers as being like a single body. If one part aches, the whole body feels the pain. This fosters a sense of collective responsibility. Neighbors have specific rights, and looking after them is a sign of true faith. This sense of community isn't exclusive. Islam outlines clear principles for positive interfaith relations. The Quran states, To you be your religion, and to me, my religion, establishing a foundation of respect and tolerance. Historically, Muslim societies have been home to diverse communities, and Islamic law provides protections for the rights of religious minorities. The environment is another area of profound social responsibility. Humans are seen as stewards or caliphs on earth. The Quran and the teachings of the Prophet are filled with injunctions to care for the planet, to conserve water, to plant trees, and to avoid wastefulness. We are entrusted with the earth and will be held accountable for how we treat it. This is a spiritual duty, not just an environmental one. Finally, Islam is a path of continuous personal development. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. This starts with physical and spiritual cleanliness. Before prayer, Muslims perform a ritual washing called wudu, symbolizing purification. But cleanliness of the heart, from envy, arrogance, and malice, is even more important. Seeking knowledge is another core tenet. The very first word revealed in the Quran was Iqra, which means read. The pursuit of knowledge, both religious and worldly, is considered an obligation for every Muslim man and woman. It is seen as a way to better understand God's creation and to contribute positively to society. This journey of learning should be coupled with humility. No matter how much knowledge or success one achieves, a Muslim is taught to remain humble, recognizing that all blessings come from God. Humility before God and compassion towards fellow human beings are the hallmarks of a truly developed character. So, when we say Islam is a way of life, this is what we mean. It's a holistic system where faith inspires action, and every action, from a prayer to a business deal, is infused with a sense of divine purpose. It's a path that integrates the spiritual with the worldly, the individual with the community, and provides guidance for a life of balance, justice, and compassion. It's not just a religion you practice on the weekend. It's the very lens through which you see the world every single day.